is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Today is the special Valentine's Day edition, though you'll be seeing it the day after. Anyway, as you can see, the staff has released a lot of stuff, which I think is really cool. We've got all these packs. I'll talk about that in just a bit. Again, for anyone who wants to go ahead and skip ahead straight to the matches, I'll go ahead and put that up here so you can click that button and skip straight ahead. Very excited for the new RBs of Noon Stevens RB and Billy Bob RB. Huge fan of the majestic hair of Billy Bob there, even if they are kind of cornrows or whatever. No problem with that whatsoever. He looks amazing. Anyway, we'll just leave it at that. So if you had a chance to take advantage of this pack, I really hope that you did, because at least for me, it turned out to be a really awesome pack. You can see my pack results on the actual thread, which is one announcement kind of thing I just want to say again. For those of you that are new to Urban Rivals or are just getting started, I really recommend that you check these announcements really often. I would say every time you get on, at least every time you get on. You can also access them through the community forum. If you click on forum, then here on the forum page, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it'll say staff announcements. These are really excellent resource for kind of figuring out what things are, how much things are worth, things like that, because I post a lot in these. It's part of my job as a mod, taking care of these forums. I really think a lot of people underutilize these staff announcement threads. And if you want your opinion to be heard, if you want people to know what you're thinking or see what other people are thinking, going to these staff announcements and reading the comments on them is absolutely invaluable. Anyway, enough with that. We want to get into our ELO because these videos are already long enough for some of you guys. So let's head on in. Let's take a look at our missions first. So let's open some missions. We're going to continue with Sakrohm again this week, I think. And then we've also got the new Andy LD that just came out. So we've got some Skeelz missions that we're going to want to run. Probably going to see a lot of Skeelz in ELO. So, and this is probably one of the last weeks that ELO will be in the old format if the new one picks up and takes off. So enjoy ELO, whatever becomes of it. Let's take a look at our legendary missions. I actually went ahead and I did the first mission because I didn't want to just get random pills for Andy LD. So the second Skeelz mission, I believe, is just 20 rounds with the Skeelz. Yep, 20 rounds with the Skeelz, so it doesn't matter what we use in Skeelz. So why don't I go ahead and give you a budget deck today in Skeelz. So give you a Skeelz budget deck, and then we've also got, of course, our Sakrohm. We're still sitting at 6 wins. So hopefully we can increase that again this week for Dobbs LD. So we're going to have a Sakrohm Skeelz, and Skeelz is going to be budget deck. So let's get into building. I'm going to go ahead and open up the market here just to see what cards are actually usable, since these values on the cards actually aren't usually the correct ones. So let's go ahead and open up one more from the market. Alright, so again, we're going to be looking for cards under 2K. Milton, not bad, but I'm not going to use him. He's not the best. I think we can find better. Liam, a lot of people like to use him. Some people like to use him. I'm not a huge fan. Jessica, not strong enough for me necessarily. Bell, could be fun troll with. Diebler, much better than people actually give him credit for. I really like Diebler, actually. Sandro is absolutely amazing. I think he is banned in ELO, though. Maybe he's not this week. Since we're doing a half deck, Sandro's going to be no good. Anton, not nearly enough damage. Otto, horrible card. Danae, not bad at all. Danae is a card that we can definitely take a look at. She's really good for 3 stars to fit in there. Iguan Noel, absolute trash. Worst 4-star card ever. Deserving of his 400 cleanse price right now. Probably should buy that and resell it. Anyway, we got Clay here as well, who's really cheap today. What is with all of these super cheap prices? Is someone just unloading all of their Skeelz stuff? Sorry guys, I'm gonna buy this. Clay's a great card. Alright. So So we got Clay, we got Snowflake. Snowflake, killer card. Let's go ahead and put Snowflake in there. Drake. Drake is also not bad. Willem, horrible card. I don't know why he's 900 other than he's uncommon. Iguan, horrible 4-star. Don't waste your time. Saho, not as bad as I originally thought, but not a card that I'm probably going to want to run. Yes, we've got Redra. We can use Redra this week. So let's go ahead. We're not quite done yet, but let's go ahead and start putting some of these in here. Not all. Let's go best character only. That's loading. We can still scroll down a bit. Okay, 2,000 is the cutoff is Damien. Okay, so the cutoff is Damien. Then let's go ahead and go with Redra. We're gonna make this a low star. We got Redra, Snowflake. Let me go ahead and put Clay in there. I mean, we just bought him. Why not? Let me show you why I bought him and why I enjoy having him. He could end up really getting us hurt in the end, so maybe I should stay off of Clay for now. Maybe it would be better to, probably be better to actually have Drake in there than Clay. Anyway, we're skipping Sandra though. Let's go ahead and put Redra in there. We got Redra. We said Snowflake. Let's put Snowflake in there. Who else do we have? Let's go back up. Otto's not really that bad, but he's not that great either. Oh, we got some real lag here. Alright. We're slowly going to make our way back. Let's go ahead and put Drake in for now. I would rather have Drake because Drake can still become a 7-6 instead of the 8-6. But against, I don't have to worry about the issues of such a low power sitting there. Because of the +2 life, it means that he does a little bit better against DR as well. We were talking about Danae as well. That's right. So we put Danae in there. We already have Redra, so we don't really need Diebler. That's fine. Alright, well, I think that is going to be fine. Yeah, I don't really want the confidence. It's the confidence that really makes me sad about Clay. Great card, though. Really great card. Yeah, okay. Why don't we just go ahead and leave it at that, then. Okay, so, let's see, we have not used Corinna recently, and Dustin we have also not put in our deck, so I'm going to go ahead and put Corinna and Dustin both in. That gives us 5 out of our 14, which means that we've got 9 left, which means that we can afford a 4-star and a 5-star now for our Sakrohm Half. You in my deck, Dustin? Did you make it? Alrighty then. Let's see. Don't really want to put Jaltia in there. We've already done Lear Barda. Could go with Mantis. We could go with Mantis. Might not be horrible. Maybe. Well, for a different 5-star, why don't we go ahead and put Virginia in this week? I know we could probably find something a little stronger, but it'll be nice to have a little bit more SOA in the deck. I feel like I didn't really get to show off. Well, you know, actually, I was going to put Petra in there because we don't have any SOB, and it would be really nice to have at least one card with SOB. But you know what? I think instead I'm going to try and throw a little bit of spice into the deck, and we're going to throw Slosh in there because a lot of people are probably not used to seeing him, and if we run into some of the higher power cards, I think we'll be able to do just fine with Slosh. Here is our deck. We've got Corinna, Dustin, Slopsh, that's really hard to say the end of his name, Slopsh, Virginia, Danae, Drake, Redra, and Snowflake. Our base idea here, obviously, is going to be to outdamage the opponent. Now, we can do this in several ways. We've got Snowflake here that we can either go in big on round 1 and try and get our heal off, which will be absolutely amazing. Then we can hold them with Redra. We can stop some of their abilities with Virginia, perhaps, and use Virginia as a defensive instead of offensive. We can try and swoop in with Slopsh if they've got some really high attack or high power cards. For example, if we go against Uluwatu or whatever, then we'll only be a little bit behind. We've got Drake that can come in for revenge after Redra. We've got Corinna, which can eat pills. Dustin, which gets around DR. Virginia, who gets around a lot of DR. And we've got Danae as well. Now, when I look at this again, there's one big problem that I see. And while this looks great, and I realize I put Virginia in here, I actually think putting Virginia in is a very, very bad idea. And the reason I'm saying this is because we've got Skeelz running around right now. So if people are running, Skeelz decks, Virginia is going to be literally useless. So I think instead of Virginia, because we know that that's just not going to happen, I think we should go ahead and change this. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in. We are now looking at Corinna, Dustin, Ares, Slopsh, Danae, Drake, Redra, and Snowflake. Alright, well, let's get to it. Let's go. Oh, sorry, I didn't preview you guys. Sorry, alright, well, here's our first round. I'll show you afterwards that I indeed am starting from 1,000. Well, you'll see after we win or lose here. Okay, those are the missions I just unlocked. Alright, so we've got level 39, Carlos Ferg, Boomstock, Fastbender, Grace, and PR Hartnell versus Corinna, Drake, Redra, and Snowflake. So we're starting out with Boomstock. Corinna does not have her bonus. Drake is useless. Probably expecting a high pill Snowflake. Fastbender is going to get a lot of damage in there. You might want to save Redra for Grace. We're going to have a lot of pills coming at us. A lot of damage. I feel like one of our best moves here is to make sure that Snowflake... make sure that Snowflake is a thing, that it happens. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with Snowflake. We're gonna be a little chancy here. I'm hoping he hasn't gone more than 5 with Boomstock. He could have nothing and be using that in order to use Grace. So when I look at cards like Grace, Fastbender, and Hartnell, it makes me think that I don't need to play that many pills, but that could also be exactly what the opponent wants me to think. Alright, so if I had trusted my intuition, I would have played less pills, but I didn't, so be it. We are now in a situation where we are down quite a bit of pills. But we do have this wonderful, wonderful heal in place. And I can go ahead and throw Corinna here. The question is, do I really want to try and go all in? So if I go all in and I hit, that's going to take him down to 6. Fastbender is going to be able to do what? 5, 7, Hartnell will be able to do 8, 15 minus 3 is 12. I would need to Fury with Corinna. So, I think what we're going to do is, we're not going to go all in. We're not going to go all in. You know, I'm just gonna chance it. I'm not feeling. I'm feeling a little more risky today. I think it's worth the risk. So we're gonna go in with Corinna. basically, if he goes in with Fastbender or Hartnell, then I've already won, because he will not be able to out-damage me. If he goes in... Okay, the question is, did we beat Fastbender? If we beat Fastbender, then we win. Excellent. Alright, so the reason that we're going to win now is because Fastbender was able to get to 5 before Fury, but now that there's only Grace, Grace and Hartnell are both together 9, plus 1 more after the Redra. The reason we do not throw Redra first is because if we throw Redra first, we will not get the heal from Snowflake, which is what we are counting on as well to help us finish off our opponent. Now, the reason we wanted to go in big, and I decided to go in big on round 2, was because, specifically, with a clan like Riot's, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. Because they're able to just out-pill manip you entirely. And so here we get to see the beauty of Redra. Grace will be able to get to 5, but Redra will be able to hold Grace to 2 damage. And I will heal back up with Snowflake, and that is the end of that. So good game, Carlos Ferg. Okay, we're at 1021 ELO now. 1-0. Oh, I just hit fight. I was going to go back out and prove to you guys that I wasn't somewhere between 1000 and 1021 before this. Anyway, next up, level 51, we've got Daku CR. D4 Funk, Nobro Droid, Tayhem, and Tremor Age. Tremor. Alright, so we've clearly got pill manipulation going on here, which is unfortunate for us in many ways. How to play this one? Oh goodness. Well, good luck, Daku CR. Plus side, we're down 2 stars. Okay, you started with Tremor. I have no desire whatsoever to get into a pill battle with Tremor. So, I think it wouldn't surprise me at all here if Tremor is basically a no pill whatsoever. I don't want to go in far on this as well, so I think actually wouldn't even be able to get there. So Corinna against Tremor is not really going to do me any good to throw an extra pill. So if it's not going to do me any good in order to throw a second pill on Corinna, I might as well just check to make sure that he's being honest with Tremor. I'm expecting probably either a 0 or a 3 pill. So a 1 or a 3 pill on Tremor. Excellent. Alright. The reason I felt like I could trust that it was going to be an almost no pill is because when you have all of that pill manipulation and then a nuke sitting there, you know that the basic goal is he wants to create a pill gap. And a card like Tremor is very scary. Nobody wants to see that coming at them. Obviously, it's not going to do anyone any good, so I think I'm going to try and make it look like I haven't actually played any pills on Corinna. And then I'm going to play a decent number of pills on Corinna. Now, my hope here is that he's going to throw someone like Nobro Droid with quite a few pills. Maybe he's hoping that I've 0 pilled. So I'm hoping that because of this, he sees that I have the option to throw Eris or Snowflake. Now the problem with not throwing either of them means that he probably knows, it could tip him off that my Corinna is a higher pill than normal. However, Corinna would also be a very viable no-pill play. So against someone like Nobro Droid, he's going to have to pill 2 over me. which means that he's going to have to actually commit to going in quite far with no Rodroid. I'm hoping he's only played 4. Or 3. Oh! He called it perfectly! Oh! I should have played one more. Oh, I should have seen the 7-pill no Rodroid coming at me. Oh, well, that's the end of this. Hoping I could catch him off guard. I should have gone a little bit further. I forgot that the Snowflake would definitely tip him off to my Corinna being much higher than normal. Well done, Daku CR. Well done. It's still yet to be over, though. My guess is that his D4 Funk is either a low play or he could have Furied, and if he Furied, my 9 will be enough to stop him. You know, we're gonna get a tie, but I could have won. I could have won if I had saved it the other way around. I'm really surprised that Daku here decided to throw D4 Funk. He should have thrown Taeham. He should have thrown Taeham, because D4 Funk could have very easily Furied in order to beat Snowflake if I played Eris first, and now we're going to end up with a tie. When we very easily could have been, it should have been his win after he beat me there on round 2. But because he threw D4 Funk first, he opened up the ability for me to basically tie this game up. So, well played, Daku CR. You should have had me. You should have had me. It's a draw. Sitting straight at 1021 ELO again, so we're 1-0-1. Let's go back to the room just again so we can show you guys that we have indeed not played any extra games since then. 1021, 1021 here. All of this was from last week. You can look them all up. Get back into it. 95 players. Up next, Mr. Gazelle. Level 54, New England. Looks like we've got Junks, Uluwatu, Cubic, Eugene, Numar, and Sean versus our Corinna, Eris, Slopsh, and Drake. Okay, so Cubic is a little bit hurt here with his lack of copying. I'm going to go ahead and I don't want to lead with Ares because she's just got so much damage. I can really use her as a great bluff in round 3 if I want to. So I think I go with Corinna. Even Sean can hit 10 here, so 16, that's going to put me at 40. That's fine. I mean, I still won't be surprised if we see a 5-pill here on Sean, but we might see him try to pull out Cubic against my Corinna. We might just see a 0-pill Eugene, or we could see a pretty heavy pill on Numar. I mean, I don't see why he would. I would assume that you would want to save Numar and Sean for later rounds with higher damage. So I'm really expecting Cubic or Eugene to come out here. If he's feeling aggressive, then he'll go with Sean. But kind of the safer route, I feel right now, especially is Cubic. Because Cubic is not really going to do a whole lot of damage. We may also see a lower pill, so we could see a low pill kind of Cubic or Sean because of Drake, thinking that maybe I'm trying to set up my revenge for later. Did it not register my play? Oh goodness, game. Is that supposed to be a sign that I'm not supposed to play that? Please register my play. Okay, so we have indeed seen Eugene come out with the 0 pill. Alright, so excellent. Ideally, I guess I should have played nothing there. That would have been a slightly better move. Just to force the pill play. And now we see Numar. Honestly, I don't want to get into this Numar battle. It's just not worth it. So I'm just going to throw off on Drake. Honestly, I'm expecting like a 4-pill Numar here. I'm not expecting Mr. Gazelle to play that many pills. Yeah, there we go. Now knowing that he wants to make sure that he's going to stay in this, I should have played just a few more to make sure that he stayed honest. The problem is now we have Sean. We are down by 4. Sean could make it 9 very easily. The thing is, I could still tie, so he may try to Fury. If he Furies, 8. It's going to put him at 80. 72. I do not have 11 pills, do I? I do not. He has already ensured his win. This game is all over but the shotgun. Alright, well, so be it. Maybe we'll get lucky and he will not Fury with Sean. Maybe we'll get lucky and he will not Fury with Sean. I highly doubt it, but should have taken that a little bit more into consideration there. We overpilled on Corinna, and then we did not try to call his Numar low pill. So that was our own fault. Should have been a little bit more aggressive there. If you're going to play a medium aggressive on round 1, you need to be a little more aggressive on round 2 so that they can't... Okay. For some reason we see Cubic. I'm very confused right now. Since Mr. Gazelle had the match already. I'm guessing he didn't realize it. I think he still has me anyway, here. Still, I'm very... I'm very surprised. I could have very easily... I should have gone in. I guess I should have gone in. I'm really surprised. Mr. Gazelle, what was that? Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright. So be it. We're at 1012. We've been soundly defeated. We are now 1-1-1. Next is Freestylers. Or Freestyle Use. I'm not sure. From France, level 51. And we've got Nightmare Piranhas with Artist Edwin Pan Wraith versus our Slopsh, Drake, Redra, and Snowflake. Obviously, the SOB is going to be absolutely useless for him in this match, which I guess is good for us. Ultimately, we need to watch out for Pan and Wraith, most of all. Pan and Wraith are the two that we're going to want to try and match Slopsh up with. Edwin, I'll probably just throw off Redra. Artist will be an easy win for Snowflake or Drake. Probably Freestylers' best move here is either Pan or Wraith. Either of which I could play Redra with. So probably Wraith. No, Pan. Really? Edwin? I guess he's really expecting me to try and go in with my heal card. No. Alright. Well then. Alright. Get Pan out of the way, we lose our DR. Now we have Drake ready. And go ahead and throw Snowflake, which will stop the artist play, most likely. Here, I wouldn't be surprised to see Wraith come out, because... So, I won't be surprised to see Wraith. I'm not going to go all the way in, because we can still use Drake and clean up with Slosh here, if we want to. The real issue here is going to be who he throws. And since it's most likely going to be Pan or Wraith, there's Wraith. I've only played enough to stop an extra 2-pill on... okay, because we didn't want to get into a fight with 3 Stylers on that one. No need for that whatsoever. Of course, now we have Pan. Very interesting. It was a very fast play on Pan, so I'm just gonna assume that he actually has gone all in. Playing against artists, this is not gonna help me whatsoever. I have a feeling that this is a low pill Pan though. I have a really bad feeling this is a low pill Pan. Oh, excellent. Alright, we got lucky. We called it right. Alright, so Slopsh comes in. The problem, you can't really throw Slopsh against artists because with just the 5 power, I'm still going to get murdered there. So I've got to choose someone to go against. Obviously, I'm going to throw it against Pan, and then I don't really need anything extra here. We'll play one more pill just because sometimes I don't want to be just 1 pill wrong somehow, you know. The opponent has 2 instead of 1, and I just miscount, or I guess it's still back from the day when the extra pill was not added in. So a long time ago, for those of you who didn't know it, the extra pill that I have that shows at the end was not actually shown in the game. It was not given, so it would show this when actually the opponent had 2 pills. So you would have to look at the number of pills and then add 1 and then try to do the math in your head for that. All trying to figure out and make sure that you don't forget, and there are many a game that were lost because that extra pill was not added in there automatically. Thankfully they added in the option to show the extra pill added at the end of each round, which makes it much better. Anyway, good game there. Freestyle use, and we are at 10:28. We're back up to 10:28, and we're gonna go into our 5th match, our last match. We are 2-1-1. We will be in an absolute draw. Oh, goodness. Your name is not acceptable whatsoever. Anyway, level 61. We got Jesse, Striker, Oxenwindle. So, our All-Stars and Uppers versus Dustin, Eris, Slopsh, and Redra. Alright, so we do not have Redra covered by her ability, so she is not able to actually block Striker's damage, which is the only person that she would have been helpful against. So Redra is basically useless in this match. We have Slopsh, Eris, and Dustin. Oxen is most likely going to be one of his first plays, either Oxen or Striker, depending on who it is. Probably Striker if I throw out Eris. You know, I think we're just gonna go big, and we're gonna hope that we can draw Striker out with this. And if I threw 7 pills, 49, 5, it'd be 35, and 8, 43. So we would have to go to 7. So we're going to play one more pill and hope that we can catch Jesse or Striker off guard. Or even Oxen. That would be fine as well. Oxen would not be bad. I think all of them, well, Jesse or Oxen will both need 7 pills to stop my 7 pill, which I think is what they're counting on, but I played one additional pill, hoping that will be enough, though it's quite likely that we will see Oxen. I would say Oxen over Jesse, but may feel stronger throwing Jesse against Ares. Okay, there's Oxen. Okay. So we are in a fairly decent starting position. We have a 9 life gap and we have stopped Oxen, so that 9 is going to be very helpful in helping us manage the rest of this. With you here, I'm pretty tired right now, and I'm not really feeling like trying to figure out the rest of this match. So let's hope that he has not decided to try and cover the all-in. All right, there we have it. Good game. I will not say your name. Anyway, that puts us 3-1-1 for today. We are at 1050 ELO. Again, I'm starting to kind of wonder if I should start trying to blitz these 100 KOs in ELO mode, because pretty soon ELO is going to be changing, and it may be much harder to build a deck that you can actually KO with. So, at least KO within 2 rounds. Anyway, though, so that's all for our matches today. I hope you guys were able to enjoy. Again, this deck was not that bad at all. 3-1-1. If there was anything that you saw that you think that I could improve on, then please feel free to send me a message. Leave me a comment down below. I do hope that you were able to see a little bit more of how to use Sakrohm here in ELO, as well as get a few more of our Skeelz missions done. So, a few more ticks on the Skeelz missions. So, thanks again for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please feel free to like it. And if you really liked it, make sure you share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more of my Urban Rivals videos. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.